Hi everybody, it's Diane. I am here starting a new glue book. The old one is not done yet, and actually I haven't used it for a while, but I keep having images that I saved for this that are too big, they're not fitting, this is getting full. So I thought, well, I'll start a new thing. And I grabbed a composition book because I had it, I guess, it's the main reason. But I thought I'd show, that's what this is, that I did in 2015, and yeah, when I pulled it out, I had no idea it was that old. It's a little scary. So I Mod Podged scrapbook paper to it, and then did a little extra embellishing with some stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I thought I'd show too, I did not rip any pages out of this. It's kind of bulky, but it's really not too bad. But what I did was, I only worked on one side of a paper. And yeah, that's very unattractive. I admit that. But that's just the way I did it. So, there. It can be done. What I'm really going to do, if I'm going to do that in this, you only work on one side of a page. That's what I'm thinking. I know I have seen people where you can glue them together. I don't want to go to that much trouble. Yeah, what do I do on the inside? I don't know. Oh, I covered the inside too. Oh, that was smart of me. Okay. I just don't want to go to that much trouble and use that much glue. What can I say? I'm the, Jack Benny of the glue book world. I don't want to do that. So we'll cross that anyway as we come to it. I'm just going to work on the cover right now, and depending on how it goes, the back, the inside, I don't know. All kinds of information there. But anyway, let me grab some papers. Yeah, I've got a stash of Scrabble papers I kind of save for journal covers. So I thought that might be a good place to start. And I don't know, that one I just showed, that's pretty, actually I like that. That would fit pretty well too. The one I just showed, yeah, spit it out, Diane, my gosh. And I'm dropping papers too, just a minute. I'm trying to say it was all one sheet, fit. I didn't piece it on the outside. On the inside I did. That wasn't worth the wait for that, was it? Well, let's be people and measure instead of 6.5. Okay. And I better write that down because I'll never remember it. Okay. But now we need something to fill in top and bottom because it doesn't fit. Let me see what I've got here in, I've got some kind of neutral stuff, like woods and stuff like that. It's not terrible, although this is a real thin one. I don't know if that matters. Does that matter? Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, that'll be the front. Let me set that aside. The back. This is what fell on the floor. Is it telling me to use that? I don't know. I mean, it is the back. Maybe we just want something more, plain, not really using, real focal type paper, I guess I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm having trouble talking today. Well, that's about as plain as you can get. No, that's too plain. And this is stuck. Well, if I was smart, and I guess I'm not today, I would do something to kind of try to match that, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I suppose that would be a little more pleasing. saw pink, but I don't think that, I think that's too bold. Well, that would be kind of neat. All right. Well, okay. That was actually pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to pause and Mod Podge that stuff, and that means I'm going to have to probably come back like tomorrow or something. So I'll see you at some point, and we'll pick this up and do something on the inside. Okay, see you later. Okay, I'm back. It is the next day. I Mod Podged the scrapbook paper down. It worked well. It's very stuck, except I cut it short. I don't know. I measured it 6.5. I remeasured this. It is 6.5. I have a feeling, I don't know, how many of you have those cutters where the arm comes out for the measurements, you know? 6.5 is just about where that is. So I wasn't seeing it right. I don't know. Whatever. So I just hit that with paint, which really, if I didn't explain all this, I could have just said, I just thought it needed a little black on the edge, and I think that looks better, and you would have bought it, right? But that's fine. So, I was thinking of doing something on the front, but because, you know, for whatever reason, my mind was skipping around, I wanted to kind of get something down on the inside covers. So we're going to jump to that. I've got a bunch of scrapbook paper here that kind of needs to be sorted anyway. So I thought, well, okay, we'll sort and maybe use some at the same time. And I think this kind of is not me, and I may change my mind as we're going, but I was kind of thinking of neutral stuff. Yeah, why Diane? I don't know. I just felt like, well, the cover is not very colorful, you know, bold or anything. Actually, I don't know why these are cut like this, but these aren't bad either. I could save a few for the back. So I guess that's kind of where my mind is leading. If it's not so colorful on the front, I don't want to open it up and, you know, shock your system, I guess. And this stuff, I think I'm going to just glue down. I'm not going to Mod Podge because it's small enough. I think glue should stick. So anyway, yeah, you're watching Diane sort paper. That's thrilling. Okay, tell her what to do about the pages. My thought is to do it like that old book where I just do one side. I might just do that. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, is that boring? Is that, then you don't have like a 2-page spread. So is that a handicap, or is that almost better? Then you don't have to match or do something huge. Should I take some pages out? This is a sewn thing, which I can't pick it up at the moment and show you. Just trust me. Binding, I mean, not thing. It's a sewn binding. So I can, you know, take out a page and it's, you know, mate, so to speak, on the other side. That's very doable. I could just see as I go. Would that be stupid? I don't know. I really don't know. So, actually, I was even thinking I should probably not do anything and see what you guys say. That would make sense, except I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to get either one. Yeah, I won't get any comments at all, or I'll get anxious and want to go ahead and do it, and then it'll be too late because someone will give me the perfect advice. So I don't know. Think about all that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe I should just put that on. Maybe I should, you know, change gears here. Find, this is a 6x6. Find a cool 6x6 paper and then border it off, so to speak. Might just do that. We could use like these things as edgings. Alright, I think I'll do that, which means I have to find another one for the back. I don't know if I have one in here. And so much for sorting this paper that needs sorting. Well, I'll just have to quit now. Yeah, I don't think I have anything like that in this pile. Alright, let me grab my 6x6 pads are up here on the shelf, which of course there's stuff on top of them. And the camera thing is right here. Arms, I don't want to bump it. Alright then, what do you have up here? There's that one. And I don't have that here in any special order to know. And I don't have that many. I don't know, 10, something like that. And this one, there's no full sheets in here, right? And that one, which isn't really going to work. Well, that one. We'll think about that. You know, I'm going to make a lot of people mad with this comment, but I haven't really been into vintage stuff so much lately. I don't know. I've seen so much of it. It's wearing a little thin for me. I don't know. This one's backwards. I can see the cover. Okay. No. No. Nope. No. 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 Oops. I jumbled. Bumped. Bumbled. Something like that. Sorry. Don't have anything. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but I don't think it's very focal-ish. Now, where is, I think I'm missing one. Or I missed one. It's missing. Somebody broke in and stole one of my paper pads. Here it is. Alright, I've used a lot of this one too. Of course, I guess it doesn't have to be exactly 6x6, does it? Alright, that's not going to cut it either. Kind of fun. Well, I don't know. Doesn't match anything. Alright, there's one more here, and then I'll either have to use the vintage one, give up that idea, stop bumping the camera, sorry. Or I could always cut down a bigger paper too. No, that's pretty. That's cool. Pretty. Kind of neat. Okay, why don't I do that? I'm trying to say in the back. Okay, I'm going to pause, put these inside covers together, and then do something about the front, you know, decorating a little on the front, and then give me a decision about pulling pages or whatever. I am not gluing them together. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, inside covers are glued. And yes, there's gapping there, Diane. That looks very unattractive. You're right. So I think it's washi tape to the rescue. Yeah, you could paint. You could leave it. You could probably even marker in there. More paper, but I just thought washi. And after I pick that paper there in the middle, I'm thinking, you know, you really don't have a whole heck of a lot of purple paper, Diane. No, I don't. So we went more the pink route, which is fine, but I should have thought of that ahead of time. Okay, here. actually, I decided the big sheets in the middle, I did Mod Podge that down. Yeah, it's a tad narrow, to change the subject here for a minute. Alright, that's too narrow. Anyway, I just decided it was too large to just glue it. But the other stuff is glued. And yes, it's raining here, which actually we really need. It's been a long time since we've had rain. So I finally don't have to water my plants today. Yay! Okay, and yes, you know, you can see through there. Right, the line in that. But I don't know. I think it looks sort of like part of it, and who's really going to notice anyway? Okay, I think that's all on this side. Let's trim this off. It's stuck to me. There. Okay, the front. Is that too? Yeah, that's too bright. I don't know. What about black and white there? That's fine. Okay. Should I just do the same thing here? No, I think different. But what? Something that I don't own. I don't know. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, it's not glued too well there. It's coming up. Now I can't see where I marked it. Yeah, and I purposely left a gap here. I didn't want it to start getting too close and then it wouldn't close, and you probably know where I'm going with that. Is this straight? I don't know. No, I do know it's not straight. Okay. Okay, it's crooked. I got tape stuck to me. And it's a little short. Don't tell anybody. Okay, here. What about this one? Oh, I don't have my fan on. No wonder I'm hot. It's hot back here. Turn your fan on, stupid. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then we can discuss the front, because I know everybody is just anxious for that. Well, actually, I take it back. We're not done here yet. Or maybe. I don't know. You tell me. Are we done? I'm kind of leaning that way, but I wasn't sure if I wanted a border around, you know, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this is kind of boring, really, but it's the inside cover. It's, well, just add some washi. Yeah, I should do cut one of these birds out and stick it. I don't know if I have any more in there. Yeah, I should have thought of that before. All right, let's just put this down just for fun. Because what could be more fun, right? I don't know, what could possibly be more fun in this world than applying washi tape? I don't know. There's nothing better, right? All right, where's that pad? It's lurking about up here somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, here, I found it. Okay, you don't even have to talk amongst yourselves. I found it. I don't know if there's another piece of it. Yes. Except almost all the birds have been cut out. All right. Oh. Well, that was dumb. All right. That's bad business. That's from Butch and Sundance. All right, well, yeah, what can we talk about? It's still raining. Not hard, so I don't have to shut my windows, which is nice. I remember as a child, we never had air conditioning when I was a kid. And our house used to get so hot. I mean, just ridiculously hot. But anyway, then a thunderstorm would come through and cool things off. Except you had to shut the windows because it was raining in. It was just like, there's all this cool air out there and it's not coming in the house. Yeah. Yeah, I have a dog got up from his nap. He's panting. It's not that hot. Actually, that's kind of cute, but I wanted something down here. Well, I'm going to stick him up there just because he looks good up there. I still don't know what to do, though, on the bottom then. Or just leave it alone for now. I mean, it is a glue book. Maybe I'll find things to stick there. Or, like I said, it's just the back cover. You don't need things there. It's kind of cute. Where'd that... This flower somewhere. Well, we might as well use it, or it's just going to get lost in my stuff. So we got up from a nap and now we're laying down. Was that exhausting? All right. All right. I think that's enough for now, maybe forever. For this side, anyway. A little gluey. Okay. You go hide. Right about this side. I don't know. It could use something, but what? I don't know. I didn't know I was going to look for stuff. Well, here's that. It's just sticking right up out of my box. What about half of one? And this is torn anyway, so we cut this in half and not feel guilty about it. Or maybe a little more than half. Oh, this is thrilling. I'm not even talking. All right. That's too much. Okay, half. Looks stupid. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. And I just saw, I made some faux postage stamps the other day, and I just haven't put them away yet. That's a washi tape cat. That's kind of cool. Not that you didn't know it was a cat. It's washi tape. Okay, class, this is a cat. C-A-T. Where would the world be without me? Don't answer that. Well, nobody would know what a cat was, apparently. Okay. Well, sometime I should count how many times in a video I say okay. That's good. Now the front. Could leave it. I kind of thought, though, it looked a little plain. My initial thought was to kind of border the image area there. Just maybe a little bit, not all the way across, which is sort of like a bit. I'm going to do that. And then while I'm doing this, tell me, I was kind of thinking, do I want to write glue book on it? Is that, you know, is it necessary? Is it neat? Is it silly? Is it juvenile? Is it, I don't know. I can't decide. It needs nothing at all. I kind of thought of putting, you know, like 2021 on it, but I may not finish it this year. I don't know. Yeah, that just adds a little something. That dog barking is not mine, that's outside somewhere. And then I was cutting another paper, and this was the border, and I just cut it off to get rid of it, so to speak. And I thought, oh, well, that kind of matches. Should I put that there? I didn't cut it real straight. And then I thought, because of the animals there, maybe I should spot around. I've got this paper that I like quite a bit and I've used quite a bit. So I cut these out ahead of time. Aren't you, happy I did that? And I thought of setting them maybe there, and then do they want to sit on this? Or we don't need this anymore. And then I thought it needed something up here, so I cut out this squirrel. And then it's a big domino effect. to get to the squirrel, I had to go around these flowers right on the same paper, so I just cut them out. So I don't know. Do we need those? We don't need those. Well, I'm kind of thinking we don't need this. Yeah, I think we don't need that. Okay, and before we glue this stuff down, do we need to decide what we're saying? If we're saying glue book or anything. I did look through some letter stuff just to see what I thought I might want to use. This matches very nicely, these colors. These are obviously too big, but this gold and this teal color. Could write it down here, sticker it. How would you say that? No. Print it out with stickers? I don't know how you would say that. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But that just, glue book. I don't know. It just sounds kind of silly. I don't know. I'm gonna glue this stuff down and think. Yeah, see, this was part of this paper. And then not talk because I'm thinking. Or I could just leave it and address that at another, point in my life. Maybe I'll do that. And considering this is a cover, if you're doing this, it probably wouldn't hurt to seal the front and back as far as that goes. But I don't think I'm going to go to that much trouble. I could do it today anyway if I wanted. It's too humid. So I could address that in the future too, if I felt like it. But I do think this is kind of cute. It turned out cute. Do I want to move this down a little bit so it's not in the way of the swan? All right, what about that? Can you see? I've said this before, but the camera is just a little short of my counter space room here, so sometimes I'm off camera and I forget. I'm sorry. Forgot you were here. No. Okay. Oh, she said okay again. And actually, in case you're thinking, yeah, it's a really cute cover, but I don't know that it conveys glue book. I do agree with that. But that's what I did. It's my story and I'm sticking to it, right? I think, as Stan Laurel said, that's our story and we're stuck with it. Okay, bonus points for anybody who knows what movie that is. I'll run it across. Okay. Oh, a leaf. Oh, I forgot there was a leaf. Maybe I forgot for a reason. We don't need it. I'll put it there. Because I went to all the trouble to cut it out. Okay. Well, it's very cute. If I wanted to do numbers, I would have to use the gold to 2021. Let's remove a 2. And then if I don't get it done this year, I'll just have to worry about that later, or I'll just have to get my act in gear and get it done this year, right? Well, that's an awful lot to fill. Well, I don't think you see it that much, and that makes it look like a yearbook or something. Okay, put this back, and hopefully it won't fall off. Okay, thank you, stickers. Maybe next time. Okay, people, I think I'm done with this, which means I'm done with this video. So remember, it was just a composition book, which really would be kind of cool, even if you want to just use it as a composition book. To do something with the cover like this, it's very pretty. It was very easy. It just took a little bit of time because I weighted them down overnight and stuff like that, but that's just me. You don't have to do that. Okay, inside again. Pretty. That's fun. And then the back was just a single sheet. But actually, that's very pretty too. And how easy is that? If you just find paper, a single solid paper, and ask for that when you go to the store. A single sheet, I mean. That's pretty neat. And what I think I'm going to do about the pages at this point is I'm going to work on one side and then skip a page. And that way, if it starts getting real bulky, I can rip. If not, then I'll go back and do it. So that's my solution. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a very nice day out there.